Welcome, focus learners, to today's explainer. Get ready, because today we're breaking down something truly monumental in the world of sports. If you think you already know how the biggest global football tournament works, well, buckle up, because the entire playbook is literally being thrown out the window. We're looking at an unprecedented, historic expansion for 2026. We're talking about a scale so absolutely massive, it completely redefines the sport's ultimate prize. Grab your notebooks, focus in, and let's unravel exactly how the beautiful game is getting a whole lot bigger.
Okay, let's dive into this, starting with how football history is being rewritten to create the biggest tournament ever. For the longest time, the magic number has been 32, right? 32 teams fighting for global supremacy, but not anymore. We are taking a massive, mind-blowing jump up to 48 national teams taking the field. That is a huge leap. We're adding 16 completely new slots to the roster. That means more nations, completely distinct styles of play, way more potential for Cinderella stories, and just a much wider global representation on the biggest stage on Earth. It's going to change the dynamic entirely.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the logistics of this brand new format and handling all these new teams.
Here's the basic architectural blueprint of the 2026 expansion. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. The 48 teams are initially organized into 12 distinct groups, and inside each of those 12 groups, you'll find exactly 4 teams. To keep things highly competitive right out of the gate, every single team is guaranteed to play 3 group matches. So while the overall size of the tournament has completely exploded, the initial group stage maintains that tight, high-stakes 4-team dynamic we all know and love. Everyone gets 3 chances to prove they belong in the next round. Now, what's really interesting about this is how this complex new tournament bracket simplifies into a very clear, albeit absolutely ruthless, path forward. With 12 groups, figuring out who advances requires a totally new formula. First, your standard rule applies. The top 2 teams from each of the 12 groups automatically punch their ticket to the knockouts. But here's the brilliant twist. Survival of the fittest doesn't end there. The 8 best third-position teams across all groups will also qualify. Think about that. That means those final group stage matches are going to be absolute nail-biters, with teams fighting desperately for goal differential just to squeeze in as one of those top 8 third-place finishers. Which leads us to this massive number, 32. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. In previous years, 32 was the total number of teams that even started the tournament. Now, for the very first time ever, a staggering 32 teams will reach the knockout stage. The tournament effectively transforms into a massive, sudden-death, 32-team bracket where one single mistake sends you packing. The sheer volume of high-stakes, do-or-die football we're going to witness is going to be completely off the charts.
So how do you manage all this? Let's shift our focus to the shared responsibility of 3 countries acting as one host.
And this brilliantly illustrates the geographic footprint we're talking about. To pull this whole shebang off, the hosting duties are being split across a massive area. We've got the United States, Canada, and Mexico stepping up as joint host nations. This is another historic first. It's a huge, continent-wide collaboration. 3 unique countries, 3 totally different cultures, uniting under one banner to manage the logistics, the stadiums, and the millions of fans descending upon North America for this mega event. All these teams and stadiums add up to one thing, a record number of matches. Let's look at the incredible physical challenge this presents.
So, the crucial point is 104. 104 matches. That is the highest total number of matches ever played in World Cup history. No contest. Just think about the logistics of that for a second. The broadcasting, the sheer endurance required from the officials, the hosts, the athletes, and honestly, the fans. It's an absolute marathon of football, pushing the very boundaries of what a single sporting event can contain.
And right at the core of all those 104 matches is the number 8. Because of the expanded 32-team knockout stage we looked at earlier, the path to ultimate glory is now longer than ever before. The team that ultimately lifts the trophy won't just play 7 matches like in the past. Oh no. To become the champion in 2026, a squad must survive an unprecedented, grueling 8-match path that requires deeper benches, flawless fitness, and absolutely incredible tactical management. 8 matches stand between an entire nation and football immortality.
Which brings us to the ultimate question. Who will actually be champion?
We're left with these absolute burning questions. Will Argentina be able to navigate this massive expanded maze and successfully defend its title? Will Brazil finally conquer this new format and secure a record-breaking 6th championship? Or, with 48 teams in the mix, will a completely new, unexpected squad rise up from the group stages to shock the world and claim the trophy? This tournament is literally designed to deliver surprises. I want you to head down to the comments right now and give me your boldest predictions. Who takes home the biggest World Cup in history? Let me know. Thanks for learning with me today on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.